Yeah. We back. ADHD. Chop it up. The chop up. The chop up. You know, this was a question that was asked. This question was crazy. Crazy, like a stretch 6 Mercedes. I'm gonna say pause when I say this. I got me a big goat from 7-Eleven. You know. But we now streaming live on StreamYard right now. You know. You can catch it on the Trap Bradshaw Twitter. No matter of fact, it's on the ADHD Twitter. It ain't even on Trap Bradshaw Twitter. It's on the ADHD Twitter. But I gotta read. Let me go. Let me go repost it. Is that what it's called? That's what it's called, right? Yeah, repost it. Let me repost it on the Trap Bradshaw joint. And we on YouTube too. You know. Tap in. Like the comment section up. This should be a good conversation. This was a silly ass question that got asked to me earlier though, big. And I said, yo, I gotta bring it. I gotta bring it here. I gotta bring it here. Word, because the shit was wicked. I don't even know how the man asked that question. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Y'all heard what Kanye said? Hold on, let me play this real quick. Okay. I said, he was damn, yay. Damn, yay. What the fuck I'm talking about, yay, with the Dipset chain on while you doing that? Yo. Guess you got an album about to drop. I guess you got an album about to drop. Nah, he do. Word. Damn, but that was some real shit though, man. That was some real shit right there, man. I fuck with that. Word, yay. I fuck with that, yay. Yep. Oh, glasses. There you go.
Yeah.
You heard my man.
What's that?
You heard my man.
What's that?
You heard, yay. I gotta play it again.
He's my guy, man. He better be cool though, yeah. Be cool, yeah. Be cool.
I'll play it again with the big Dipset chain on. With the big Dipset chain on. Who gave me that Dipset chain?
I saw that Dipset chain. It made me realize like that chain hella underrated. That's a nice chain.
Yeah, that was a nice chain, man. That shit was about
I think
this.
he got his shit. He did something to his shit or something. That nigga shit look crazy.
That shit look crazy.
Yeah, Cameron shit used to look hard with the colors. That was one of them ones that's underrated in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, Dipset chain was crazy.
Yeah, that was a nice chain.
Dipset chain was definitely fire. Yeah, but he must got an album coming out.
Man, don't nobody market like him, man. He gonna put on the show every time. Yeah, what's crazy is, man, Ye is one of my favorites. Ye is one of them people, man, where it's like I'm always inspired by him. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time. Like he always doing something. I mean, he always go too far for me, but shit, I appreciate it.
You saying that he go too far? The man who came out with "Cancel These Nuts," saying that he go too
must die or Kanye shit. Bro, he had his bras show up naked, bro. Like that's crazy.
That shit was fire. That shit was fire.
I'm not saying it ain't dope. I'm just saying none of us would do that.
Yo, bro, the nigga selling invisible dresses right now, B.
Yeah,
that ain't marketing, B. If that ain't marketing. Niggas selling invisible dresses.
Look, one thing I ain't gonna do is act like he ain't the one.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna tell you he ain't the one. He the one. You feel me? Like Neo. He the one like Neo. I don't play. I'm interested though. I didn't really get into the last album. I heard that one song though. That one song. I ain't really like none of the singles. And my homie on it too. That's the crazy part. So I really need to go through it and listen to it, but it seemed like a little too slow for me. I like the one he did that with the video that just came out. That shit was fire.
Yeah, the bully joint. I like that too.
Not the bully joint. I didn't really listen to that one. What's the one? The one where he had the video where it looked like it was Kim and it was like an AI video. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah.
Yeah, the video that just came out is hard. Kanye West AI video. Oh, 530.
Which the one that like the cartoons, right?
No, it's like an AI video. I don't know if that's a cartoon.
Let me see. Let me see which one it is.
That 530 is crazy.
I think he's going back to the what's the name too.
What?
What you say?
I just sent it right now. 530. LK from the Bay. What's up, though?
Can't hear what you can't hear, G. What you talking about? LK, what's up, LK? Pat Nancy, call my phone. Let me know what you talking about. Keisha. What the hell y'all doing on here? Who's that? We doing what we like to do, you know what I'm saying? Talking shit. Cause your man came and got crazy real quick, B. And then John jumped on your side. That was crazy. Yo, bro, I swear to God, man, John be pissing me. Where the fuck is John at? He be pissing.
But I think you did overreact though, because it's like I wasn't saying New York don't got nice niggas. What I'm saying is y'all over sensationalize the nice niggas, like y'all into it, and it's really like y'all really ain't into it all like that neither. Cause there's a lot of dope ass niggas, but they don't carry the same culture that y'all don't get no play to. Like y'all won't push them to the highest level. And like I said, when you start really going from the beginning to the end, you will see it like that. Just go through every year and start naming people. You know what I mean? You're going to have people that's doing well that ain't necessarily nice as the other people that ain't doing as well. That's doing better. You feel me?
So I think that
like Houdini was bodying Mel.
But melodies.
Yeah, but that's my point. Y'all have always hip hop in its inception, you know, pre West Coast getting involved, pre Too Short, pre Ice-T, it was always everything. It was never just one thing. Yeah, it could be Mel, but it also be Houdini. It also be Treacherous 3. It also be Run DMC early on. You feel me? It also be L. It was always this variety of style. And it seemed like everybody got more play, you feel me, with style.
All right. And then you had
that second tier run, right? That's Mo D, Kane, and Shan. Modi
And who stood
Kane,
out there?
Shan, Chris. But y'all
The rap.
even had different people that we don't talk about for some reason. Y'all act like didn't happen. The Schnickens, all of that other stuff.
That
That
was
was just
dope.
different.
That
But
was
I'm saying
dope.
y'all won't talk about that like no more. But those were big moments in initial hip hop, you know what I mean, before that third tier of MCs come. You know what I mean? For Q set on his own, Snoop, Big, Nas. Yeah, that was a big thing. Y'all have always had New York, not just studying it, but also remembering hearing certain things coming from that way here.
So I'm gonna say it's like this, right? So somebody like the Fruit Snickers, right? Those are artists like Fruit Snickers,
Nas Effects.
Lots Effects. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Poor Righteous Teachers. Like those were like greats of their times. You know what I'm saying? Where it wasn't like them styles didn't transition over. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Even though at that time it was the hottest shit. Like that
Hot.
Bumskitty shit. That shit, like everybody took that
Biggity. Yeah.
biggity shit. Everybody took. What's up, Prince? Good night, bro. Love you too. So everybody took the biggity style. You know what I'm saying? Like Big doing the biggity style. Hove was doing the biggity style. Everybody was doing it though. But it ain't transitioned to like last and keep lasting. Like I never forget y'all was up. I never forget. Oh my man, you gotta get him up on here. I never forget. No, Steele was up on there going crazy on the biggity shit. You know what I'm saying? Biggity shit was dope.
But this what we trying to tell you. It wasn't ever just how y'all try to triple down like lyrics. It was like, man, it was always a grip of styles in New York. And some of these styles will be way hotter. Like that style was way hotter than Rakim. Now, I'm not saying it was better or more timeless. I'm saying it was hotter. Like that shit was like, but I'm saying it, but all this, but that's what I'm saying. It was on fire at the time.
Yeah.
Like even somebody like EPMD, you know what I mean? Like them, that shit was big on the West. Now I don't know what it was in New York, but on the West, EPMD was probably the biggest.
Huh? EPMD was crazy. EPMD was crazy. That was my first favorite rap group. Word.
Lord knows people like Kid and Play, like we, you know, that's the rest of the country got them on another level. So that's all I'm saying. I think John understood what I was saying when I was saying it. I'm like, because y'all went into that space where we was talking about him seeing it's like, you know, y'all's from the port on thick with the extra hippity hoppity, lyricy. Like that ain't never just been hip hop. Hip hop always been more diverse than that. It's always been style, bunch of style, a lot of style.
That's the video I'm talking about. I know what video you're talking about. Yeah, that was a weird video right there though. Yeah, the pig face, that shit. But
that song hard.
That song crazy. That beat is crazy.
Yeah, he just. I wonder how this marketing gonna work. You know what I mean? Like he's such a savant with it. You know what I'm saying? Simple things too. Simple things. He don't. You know what I mean? He don't got no rules. But I don't know. We'll see. Like we'll see how that. I'm always like I told you the other day. I don't think he really be thinking about it like the way we think about it. But I think it don't matter. Like remember I was telling you like I don't think he be tripping about being black and as much as he's so busy trying to be Ye and just do his thing and you just get the game. Like he did some, me and the homie Drew, shout out to the homie Drew who partners with Joyner Lucas, but we were just talking about something that he pioneered that's popping right now. A couple people in the industry been doing and nobody talking about it.
What's that?
We can't say it online. It's one of them things. I mean, where it's like that dude is just a real different type of pioneer. And it's funny because he's such a fundamentalist. Everything is like naked girls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't deep. Yeah. Like he everything about cuz is fundamental.
Simplicity wins.
Yeah. But he's just such a fundamentalist, like a basic market. He's just amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he said, Joe, he beat the Grammys. He said, I beat the Grammys.
He said about it, he went and used that whole press run and had the biggest press night on the red carpet and didn't go into the awards.
Word. Seen the Maybach, see the chromed out Maybachs?
Yeah. You feel me? Like, what are we talking about? He's a savage, cuz. That nigga's a savage. He's something, man. He's something to watch, man. It's funny because, like I said, my homeboy, my young homie Ty, always with him all the time. And it's like, I still ain't trying to get, like, what's funny is, as much as I'm a fan of him, I don't be trying to get with cuz. You know what I mean? You ever seen certain niggas that you think is dope, but you like, you know what? They might not be my type of nigga. So let me just let them shine in peace. You know what I mean? Let me, even if, because I'm sure if I reached out, he'd be like, what's up? But it's more like, nah, I like to be a fan more.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like, I just want to be a fan of Cuz. Like, he be saying all that wild shit. I've been to Punch Yay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me just be a fan because I'm so enamored. Me and Charlamagne be so mad. Charlamagne be so mad, feel me, that I fuck with him like that. I'm like, how could you not? How could you not fuck with this nigga?
Yeah.
He just dope.
Yeah. Except when you pull up and he got the pull up to the studio, he got the aromatherapy and candles and all that shit lit. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga had them golf candles lit, nigga. Candles that they had like 15th and 16th century cameras.
Tiki torches.
15th and 16th century cameras, cuz all the candles lit, cuz all that shit. Talking about some come in here and chill out. Cuz I'm gone. You got me fucked up. You trying to put me in the. I remember calling, I think I called J-Rock at that time, and somebody was like, cuz I think this nigga just tried to put me in the motherfucking Illuminati or something, cuz I had to get on.
Yeah. Word.
I had to get on. Yeah, he was. That nigga had that motherfucking studio, cuz that studio, Hit Boy studio there still to this day. I was over there the other day. Every time I go over there, I always think about that room. Cuz had the first room to the right. First room to the right, make that right, cuz that was Kanye room, cuz. And Pat was like, yeah, just go wait for him. I walk in that room, cuz that motherfucker dark, cuz ain't nothing but brass candle, cuz look like the Holy Grail. You remember the Indiana Jones cut part 4 when that nigga was looking for the Holy Grail, he had all them cups. That's how cuz had all them candles.
That's crazy.
All them fucking candles, cuz lit everywhere, cuz them candles is burning, cuz, and it's all kind of 12th century candles. I'm like, what is going on up here? I was so ignorant, you feel me? It was no chance.
It was crazy. Right after you said that right there, Cam came on and said the same story. That shit was crazy. Cam said the same shit.
Cam? Oh, camera? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard about that.
He said, I walked up in the studio, this thing got all type of candles, shit, dark and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
What's up with this nigga? Cuz, why is he? Straight up.
You said the same story, B. That was crazy.
No lie, bro. What's crazy is I really be tripping off how the experiences. Again, like I always say, before I was able feeling like I could say I was hip-hop artist, like I really seen it and people could see the culture coming off. Like it was kind of just dripping off. So it was always a lot of love from, a lot of really talented people like Jay, different people. But it was more like, the problem is when you be that culture, you don't understand nothing else. I didn't understand all them goth candles. Nigga had all them candles cut look like them candles was at the Last Supper, cuz some of them candles. I wouldn't be surprised if Ye got the candles from the Last Supper, cuz he just kept them. Right. He be lighting them up when he working on the album. No, cuz I'm cool.
That make the magic happen right there.
Yeah, and I get it now. Feel me? Because when I walk in the studio, cuz I just turn all my shit off. I turn on my moon, my sun, cuz my clouds.
Right. All that shit. Yeah.
Now I wish I had the Last Supper candle. I'm at to hit Ye cuz to get the Last Supper candle.
Because you definitely got the clouds going on and all that, the moon.
Yeah.
And you understand now. You understand.
Yeah, no, I get it now. But at that time, no chance. It was like,
you understand
what? I had to kill this nigga Kanye up in here.
So who you feel? All right, so we was naming the people from the East that came with like a different style and shit like that. Though, who would you say? Do you feel like we got original style? Who's some original styles that come from out the West that was like different than what's like the standout? What people think is a West Coast sound?
A West Coast sound. J.O. Felony.
Yeah.
J.O. Felony got his own unique style. Dub C has his own unique style.
Yeah, Dub C.
West Coast artist. Free sound like James Brown.
Yeah.
40 obviously probably got the most unique style of all unique styles. E40 is probably like the centerpiece of style. It's funny, he was in the studio the other day. He was down here working at Mike and Keys, and just watching him still get busy is so tight. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Watching us get busy is still so tight. Keep the Sneak is hella, like, what's funny is I was just looking at something and they was talking about the run 40 had with the hyphy movement. And, I remember all that Fabby had it popping. Out to Mr. Fab.
Mhm.
Federation in LA was doing really good. But like Keek the Sneak, bro. When you hear Keek the Sneak, like there was a time when you hear Keek the Sneak, bro, and it was like listening to like gold or something or something. Like it was just that serious. Like he turned the shit up the whole time. Like everything would be turned up. Like his style was really unique. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I think of when I think style. Draco style. Everybody hear Draco style now. His shit was dope. He remind me of E40 a lot in his own style. Um, One Take J. One Take J is somebody that's a little more over the last 10 years. But Blueface style is One Take J style.
Yeah, you put me on to him before.
Yeah, One
Yep.
Take J is hard. So it's
Yeah.
like styles. That's when I think of styles.
Mhm.
Like
So you
everybody
think,
unique.
think that what you think is more? What you think is more like when it comes to creating? Is it flows and styles or lyrical abilities?
It gotta be flows and styles first. Gotta be because it's music. Like at first I probably would have said like 15 years ago I would have been saying the lyrics, but the more I learned about music, that was my point. Like man, it's music. Like I remember we was in a room and niggas was telling me like, oh, the lyrics is more important than the words. I'm like, man, it ain't no acapella hit records. Like even the niggas that's doing acapella is humming a bass line, but there are some instrumental smashes. I mean,
Yeah.
so don't fuck up the music. Let the music play.
Now I'm definitely going along with the beat. The beat meaning more than the lyrics though at all times right there. Like
Yeah.
because you like you said, you could come on there and have a beat on and then motherfucker could hum and make a motherfucker head out of the shit as long as that beat is going right though.
Yeah, yeah.
So I feel
And
word.
so it's like
But at the same time though, when you get somebody that go on the shit and lay them scriptures down
oh,
though,
it's
B, that's
different. There's levels.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So
and it's some, that's what them white folks love about like Bob Dylan. They love Bob Dylan flow be all out of pocket sometimes, and even to me, even the Beatles, I don't get the Beatles shit at all. But you
you
can't
don't?
tell them people up hell no.
Oh
And
man, I gotta
I'll be
shit.
listening to the Beatles, man. It might be like 4 Beatles songs that I ever liked in my life. I'll be like, this shit is boof.
You ever
Like
heard
I like
Strawberry?
the Beach Boys. I get the Beach Boys. I don't get the Beatles at all.
Nah, the Beach Boys is not fucking with the Beatles. Yo, bro, you gotta die. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
send some Beatles
look,
shit, B.
I can't debate I don't know the whole catalog, but I like more Beach Boys songs than Beatles songs. Like
Got
Beach
you.
Boys make better records.
You ever listen to Pink Floyd?
Of course, Dark Side of the Moon. I
Too.
listened to 2 albums from them. I listened to about 4 albums, but I was stuck on 2. The one before Dark Side of the Moon and Dark Side of the Moon.
So have a cigar. The song "Have a Cigar."
Yeah, yeah,
Says, come here, have a cigar. You're gonna
yeah,
go far. Yeah,
yeah.
that shit. That's the music industry right there, B. The nigga was talking some shit on that shit. Word.
That's how I feel like if it's somebody alternative that I like as writers and musicians, it's probably
Mhm.
gonna be Queens and the Eagles.
Yeah,
Queen
they
is
dope.
like Queen is like I watched that Freddie Mercury movie probably like 4 times. I was studying that shit, and there was a lot of albums I liked from Queen.
Yeah, Queen is dope.
Like Queen is like
Queen
them
is dope.
motherfucking cool. I don't know what was up with them. Them English white people is different.
Yeah,
Them
yeah. They
English white people is different.
they they, they get into
They
different
got
bags.
way more soul. Even like Elton John, like he got way more souls. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like Elton John got soul for a white man. Even like what's the boy that used to write all Michael Jackson shit? Temperton. Like, he got a
Temper.
lot of soul. And it's them English white people. I think the white people in America is like the copy of a copy, and then the white people in England are like real white people. You know what I
Huh.
mean? Because they be more like closer to like being humans. You know what I'm saying? Like complete, like
Yeah,
we almost could relate to them. Yeah, Keisha like Adele. Like that's a good point. Like even like what's in the Amy Winehouse? Like where she get that soul from?
mm-hmm.
You know what I
You know
mean?
what it is? She got that shit from looking over here and trying to imitate America, B. That's all that shit is right there, B. I don't think that
I
shit
mean,
comes
listen
from them.
to Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is good writing and good music, but it ain't no soul to it. But like them white folks over there be having some soul. I mean, like I be jamming it, like George Michael. Like George Michael got some like Wham. I mean, like it be like some soul in they white people. I need to really go hang with some English white people. They might be like a better grade of white man.
Keisha, I'm half British. I bet you is, Keisha. I bet you is.
Half British is funny.
I'm half
Look at
British.
Keisha, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it's the form of imitating the culture though. Be at the same time though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if they just imitating. Yes, but it's different because I even watch some of them here try to imitate, and it don't be like them. You feel me? It don't be like them. Like theirs feel like it's their own version of it. And it's a lot of white folks. Man, I be listening to Elton John. I'm like, look at this old white man sound like he been through something. That makes sense, LK. That makes sense. You're probably right. Like that's why they ran over here in the first place. Feel me? And it come across like when you see them at the highest level. Exactly. They was like, get your ass from over here, you soulless motherfuckers. And they came over here and got slaves and just was raggedy to slave. They're just raggedy ass white people. I think the English white man is a better, forgive me to all my American white folks, but I feel like the English white man is a better grade of white man. Like it's more soul in them. No lie, bro. Like they shit be fly. You know what I mean? They shit like when I sampled that George Mike, that Careless Whispers, bro, like that shit felt like I was at my mom used to bang that song. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
It's one of those.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, this white man. I didn't even know he was white. The closest we got to white people with soul on a consistent basis is Hall and Oates. Sinatra's cool too.
The other man, what's your man name? Shit, that Pac sample, man. Damn, I can't think of the shit. The white dude.
He had that one. He had two songs. There's a time when you need someone. Too. Yeah, everybody thought he was black though. Too.
They thought he was black the whole time.
Yeah. I will be by your side. Bob Caldwell, I think his name. But like they got a lot of them Elton Johns. You know what I mean? Them Elton Johns, cuz Elton John, cuz is cold.
Yeah, Elton John's cold.
I watched Cuz movie. I was like, this nigga. And Freddie Mercury, cuz look at Cuz teeth. Like, why that nigga sound like that? Why did Cuz sound like that? That Mercury Cuz was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Sane was talking some shit to me earlier. He woke me up with this shit actually earlier. I'm gonna see what you think about it. I'm gonna get him to come up in here so he can break it down for you too. I think it's really dope though. He was saying it's from the time when I know him saying, right? He was saying that that the sound of music changes. Like I forgot the time that he had put on it though, but at first I think he might have said like every 20 years the sound of music changes, whether it's whatever it is, R&B, hip hop, whatever like that. And he was always saying like we're due for a sound change. And he's saying that he feels like this is happening right now though. He said he feel like it's happening right now, like even like with the Kendrick shit. Like Kendrick is ushering a new sound that people are gonna go with them. Or meaningful.
I mean, I think this is a little bit more nuanced, but I wish hip hop understand this more about culture. And once they understand that like the culture part of it is pure, and that's really where it's at, and you know the concept of sound is a bit overrated. You know what I mean? It's the culture of it all. I mean, when you get that, it's like how comics on social media realize, right? Comics realize they don't sell jokes, they sell funny. Hip hop still thinks it's selling raps or rap songs, and it's like, nah, you sell culture, you sell street urban culture. You know what I mean? Like this is why people buy it from you. This is one thing, like telling Dot like over and over, like, bro, keep it culture, like stay the culture. Double down on being a little counter nigga. You know how we talk, you know how we get down. Like that's important. That's what made us fall in love with hip hop every time. Like Jay-Z was hella clean, you know what I'm saying? But when DMX came out, something about that nigga, man, just took us by storm. It was almost like, who the fuck is that nigga? You know what I'm saying? And I think you get that when you get it at his most cultured levels where it's hella raw and you know what I mean? It's just raw.
I feel like as if I feel Hov was selling. I think I said this to you before. I feel Hov was definitely selling culture though. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course he was. He one of the coldest, flyest Brooklyn niggas in history, but it's his
He
shit was
made
a little bit more cleaned up than like X shit was dirty.
yeah, that shit was dirty, but like I was saying before, the one time was he sold so much culture within Hard Knock Life, and it was so disguised with a fucking Annie hook though, b. You know what I'm saying? Like he made you feel like for all my niggas locked down in the room controlling the house, living
It's Jay
hard
Z,
knocks.
man. It's Jay Z, bro. We don't gotta do that. You can't get where he's got and don't understand culture. You feel me?
Yeah,
It's he killing. You feel me? And Nas is the same. You feel me? Like none
nah,
of that
definitely.
shit. Yeah, none of that really
I mean,
changes.
feel like how it is the fucking, you know what I'm saying, looking out the project window and looking outside and seeing what the fuck is going on. He
Yeah.
put you there. He makes the shit so vivid.
But
You know what I'm
when you
saying?
first heard DMX, it was like, don't get me wrong. The first time I heard Nas, I got it. First time I heard Jay, obviously I was hustling, so I got it. But when I saw X, it was like, what the fuck? What in the fucking New York is happening right here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seeing X was like the first time I remember seeing LL Cool J. You know what I mean? Does that sound? I know that sounds crazy. I mean, because I'm an outsider, but seeing Cuz is like the first. I remember seeing LL and nigga. You got to remember the first time I saw LL, nigga, outside of Crush Groove, the movie was bad.
It was bad, yeah.
Imagine seeing him in bad, him dancing and fucking it up and chasing down the feds, cuz that shit nigga look like a superhero, cuz like, who is this New York nigga?
Even the beat, everything about the superhero.
I had it like that thing was hard.
Yeah.
And that's what I remember that summer cut when X came out, cut. That shit was at the top of the year, and his songs was first coming on the box. It was like one or two songs cut, they was popping. And I remember when motherfucking Rough Riders Anthem came out, we was like, God damn.
See, we had her X before we seen X though. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget. I first heard X on this song where the nigga said, Joe, I drive by. He said a nigga start talking crazy, and I'm like, what, nigga, what? And his man is like, psych, yo, I'm representing to the X. Nigga said he was going crazy on the shit, but we ain't know what X looked like. And then when we seen X come out with the dog chain on, no shirt on, act like a fucking dog, niggas was like, yo, who the fuck?
No socks, overall shorts. That nigga was the coldest nigga in life.
Nigga.
He reminded you of everything a poor nigga could be, like when he brash.
I had a crazy shit about X though was I had a nigga from Coney Island, one of my right hand mans.
Also, real New York nigga.
When I seen a nigga, B, I said,
that's a real New York nigga. It is like it ain't a lot of them, but that's a real New York nigga. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I remember meeting Cuz and he wasn't as big as I was, Cuz, but I remember feeling like I was in a Giants presence, Cuz his spirit, Cuz, was cold. I never. Jay is like that too, though. Jay the same size, Cuz, but like Jay has a dope presence, Cuz, and you really feel like he a solid nigga. He give you that. Nas a little bit more reserved. X though, X is like, yeah, it's a different type of thing. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about when you. Here's a question, cuz here's a question. This is gonna fuck you up. Who do you think everybody else, like the West, felt like was New York, but y'all looked at like, oh, they cool, but we was like, nigga. Like I feel like I get that from Ludacris. Like that's how Atlanta niggas make me feel about Ludacris. Like we looked at Ludacris like the southernest thing going.
In New York, but we look at the niggas like
Not like they not dope or nothing, but like how we look at them, we like, nigga, we love this shit.
I'm gonna say the way people look at Dave East as being a New York rapper, I look at that nigga like, I don't know, man. Like he's not a representation.
I need somebody like first Battle Hall of Famer. Not
let me think about somebody back in the days.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a first Battle Hall of Famer. Nigga got platinum records and all of that, and platinum albums and all that. Not Dave, you know what I mean? Dave is like more new.
I'm trying to think, like, cause you know I love like it's. I don't really take nobody like if a nigga's from the town like that, I don't really look at them like, nah, this. Especially from back then, from my club for like the 90s and early 2000s. Name some people.
You know who I feel like the West don't show enough love to, but everybody else know he a West Coast nigga and they treat him like that. Exhibit.
Cause y'all niggas, I done heard niggas over there talking about nigga from home. Where you say he
Yeah,
from?
but
They be
that
saying
don't
he
matter. That nigga's a West Coast nigga, man. Ex a
from
West, but it's not that. It's just, you know what I mean. It's just people don't
I
get
get
it,
West Coast.
huh?
I get West Coast from I get West Coast from Exhibit. That's why
He hella West Coast. That's not what I'm not saying
oh,
you don't get that. I'm saying to y'all like like it's like culturally people don't like they don't see like how we treat them. You know what I
like
mean?
you said
Uh,
about Busta Rhymes. You say we don't give Busta Rhymes enough
oh yeah, I
love, right?
definitely don't give Busta Rhymes enough credit.
I think
But you know what? Maybe he is the person. Maybe it is Busta because Busta don't get nowhere near the credit he really deserves. That's
because
true. He don't.
Busta got so big. He got so like Busta became bigger than New York though at one point though. But he had to bring it back to let niggas know, yeah, I'm from New York. When he got the shit on Q-Tip and all that shit though, he was so big of a star. But we love Busta though, B. You know what I'm saying? We
Busta's
love
one of them niggas, bro. That's so dope and like. You know what? It's like when niggas start belonging to the game. You know what I mean? Like Busta is like one of them niggas where like niggas feel like Busta
he
might as
was
well be from the West Coast to niggas, bro. Because
everybody.
niggas love Busters. Like
Yeah, he
niggas
was
love
everybody.
Busta Rhymes, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He brought it
West Coast
back to
Busta.
New York, though. He brought it back. When he got on that shit, I'm on my New York shit. When he got on that shit, he had to bring it back like that because at one point people was looking at that nigga like he was everybody's, B. He was making music for everybody. One just for New York. You know what
Did
I'm
y'all
saying?
feel like that? Like we always felt like it was still hella New York. Like Hands With My Eyes Could See. We felt like that was like how y'all feel about. Well, I take that back. Made You Look is definitely New York, but we felt like that about Hands With My Eyes Could See. That was like Made You Look for us. Like we was like, nigga, this is the most New York shit in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, that was crazy. You ever heard the original of that shit, B?
Huh?
Bro, there was no way they could have heard that sample and not make that beat, B. That original shit is so crazy, B. That's some shit that you be like, yo, bro, if
But
I, the
But you
original shit
gotta
is
be
amazing.
ill to even see the rhyme over it. Because you're
Yeah,
right, when you play the original cut, it's like hard, but it's like, who would think they could rhyme over that? That's how I feel about when Dreadnought was doing next episode. Like, who was the assholes in there was like, nigga, y'all should just rhyme over it. I mean, now we hear, we like, oh yeah, but think about the first time I come in, I got this classical sample. Dum,
crazy,
dum, 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 dum,
crazy,
dum, dum. Like, nigga, what? I'd have been like, what is this?
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And
A lot of Drake should end up being like that though. That should be crazy, B.
yeah.
Like Drake just be fine. Drake, Timberland though too. Like you know what else is crazy though too? Big Pimpin' was a crazy one though too. I don't know how you heard that shit on Big Pimpin' and making that shit out. But I think I think the lyrics that shit more.
Yeah, his beats is crazy. That baby crying. Nothing will ever top that fucking baby crying.
Nothing.
But I feel like that, like that's how I feel when I hear next episode. I'll be like, yeah, that was crazy.
Hold on. I want to play this what's the name shit. Let me get this shit. I want to play that with Put Your Hands on My Eyes Can See real quick. That's crazy. Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. Who sample?
My OG homie Tone. Shout out to Tone, cause Tone probably like 64 now. Toe had a hard top 61 in Parlor, cuz white, blue top. That motherfucker was the cleanest motherfucker you ever saw. Patterns in the top, cuz had 3 gates to the front, 1 gate to the back, 3 pump like a low rider, Dayton's and all that. We'd go on the boulevard, cuz he'd fire that motherfucker up and let it warm up. Had the 3 deuce carburetors and all that. Cuz that nigga back out that driveway, cuz Busta Rhymes on. Yeah, that shit fire. That nigga so fire, bro.
I gotta put my headphones
Fire.
up. Hold on.
No, the land, yo. And then that flow he used, silly with my mind winning in the dilly, yo. Nigga said, fully, yo. Moody, yo. Remember my nigga fully, yo. Yo, it's flip mode. You stupid. You know we about to buzz. 7-figure label preparing us. Mad at us. Yeah, that shit was fire. That nigga so fucking tight. Every time he see me, that nigga shake my hand, cuz, and be like, man, Glasses, you know, you my motherfucking nigga. He just make you feel hella like accepted, cuz. I love that nigga Buster, cuz. That nigga is just, he's just a good nigga, man. Hey man, them New York niggas, man, they be all when they all right, cuz they be all right, dog. They be all right. That nigga Buster make you just what's up with it? Like, you could tell cuz is like his embrace on 7th Street is like real. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a brother for real. That's why I can't get too much into all the black shit, cuz that nigga is a nigga, man. That nigga make you just you feel it, cuz fucking with Buster, bro. I like that nigga, man. Buster just solid. Good nigga. Good nigga. Good nigga. I'm gonna get a record with him this year. I'm finna get on his ass. I'll rap with Busta Rhymes, girl. Do a hard ass song. I'm gonna do something with Raekwon this year. What's funny is I could see the Raekwon shit happening already. The one I want to do something with, I want to do a beat with RZA. That's I want to do a record with RZA. I want RZA to produce something. Yeah.
That's right. Nah, RZA samples is so raw, B. Yeah. RZA one of them samples. I hear RZA samples, B. Like even like seeing the like watching that series when they was showing how he was coming up with the samples and shit like that.
Yeah.
RZA's amazing. This shit right here, B.
Hey.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right there.
That's crazy.
That's hard, cuz. That nigga's so hard. Hey, hip-hop is crazy.
Yo, hip-hop is amazing. Hip-hop is amazing.
Who the fuck?
Yeah.
Wasn't this like, yeah, I'm feeling
the illest,
like, Buster, I got something, cuz.
Hip-hop.
So to speed that up, cuz I know they put that in the MPC. It just turn that BPM up. Just hammer the kicks.
Crazy.
That shit. Crazy. Hey, my big homie used to play. He'd pull out the driveway on 7th Street crib. He'll pull out the driveway in that motherfucking Ace, cuz. That 61 Impala, cuz, and that shit. That nigga make that motherfucker dance, cuz. You be like, That's some shit, man.
Take anything and make it hip-hop, baby. Make it ours. That's why
that's what I used to like. I think if I do have one complaint about hip-hop now is that it's trying to cannibalize itself on the music level. Like, you know what I mean? You taking songs that came out and hip-hop songs. Like, the one thing I used to like is that would be like a jazz song or a funk song or R&B song. They was bringing people to the party. Right now, hip-hop is kind of just recycling niggas at the party.
I hate that. I hate that. I mean, I knew it was gonna come though. I knew the day was gonna come where it was gonna we was gonna end up sampling the sample. You know what I'm saying? No longer digging and trying to find the one though. Like they gotta start doing. When they doing that shit, they gotta make sure they fucking like if somebody does I can't even think of something. Be like. But you gotta make sure you out top the. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see nobody do fucking hot in here again. Be like, come on, bro.
You know what's crazy is right. This is the crazy part. If you nobody knows this, but Teddy Riley kind of helped produce on this song for me. I didn't, he was like, you ain't got to put my name on the credit. And I at that time I thought that was cool, but I wish I did anyway. I should have made him put his name on it. This one.
You hear Teddy on it. You hear Teddy.
So right. So when I was working on it, shout out to my nigga Sega because we start chopping it up. I felt so like when I first started working on it, I was going through this Sly and the Family Stones shit, and I was like, "Oh, this is where this song came from, and this is where L and Maul got this song from." Right? I'm like, "Damn, that's hard." So I'm like, "Man, we should make our own version, right? We should use the Sly and the Family Stone version." be influenced by the LL version. Because if you hear Knock It Out, right? Like it's Big in there, it's Slick Rick in there, knock it out the box. It's like hard, it's all scratch. And I remember trying to put it together and taking it to Teddy Riley, like, yeah, this is what I'm trying to do, cuz. And he was like, oh, I see what you're trying to do. That nigga did like 2 or 3 knobs, cuz, and fixed it. We have been working on that song, cuz, for like 2-3 months. Like every other day, cuz we have fuck with it. And I could not figure out why it wouldn't glue together. And that nigga, in about, no lie, cuz, Trap, in about 20 seconds, cuz he loaded that shit up. He was listening. Oh, I see what you're doing wrong. And that shit stuck like glue. I was like, God damn.
Goat shit. Goat shit.
It be certain motherfuckers, cuz you going to this shit and you like, cuz there are certain moments in my career where I be mad I only got 2 gold singles. You feel me? I be hot. I be like, damn, I only got 2 gold singles, man. Like, niggas got, this nigga Dot won 5 Grammys on one song, cuz. I got 2 gold singles my whole career. So I be like, man, like, God damn, man. Like, you know, I want to be down on myself so bad. And then you go in the studio with Teddy Riley. Oh, I see why I ain't got shit. This shit crazy. This motherfucker's incredible. Yeah, or like when I start fucking with Wayne, you be like, oh, I get it. You know what I mean? They put it into perspective because you really see how good you could be. You know what I mean? And that was in 2015 when I was working on that song. Nigga, that nigga, 20 seconds, he loaded that motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, I can't get it to stick. And I was, at that time, I was working on this song, this 2 Hood song. So I was sampling some shit that he sampled. He sampled that. I sampled, you know, Is It Good to You, the original song, you know, the Mama Said song from Junior.
Yeah.
And so I did the song with Gang called Is It, yo, I'm Too Hood for You. I like, you know what I mean? So I was playing it for him, and he was like, you got to figure this one out on your own. It's simple. And I was like, nigga, how? Nigga, you just fixed this one. He's like, you can figure it out. So I'm in the studio. Mind you, I'm on SSL, Trap. So every day it's costing me about $600. That's a deal. I got to the 3rd day. I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker, I'm 1,800 into this song. And he like, I'm like, man, what's wrong? This nigga said I should be able to figure it out. Mind you, he had pretty much mentored me over the whole summer. Like Teddy Riley mentored me over the summer of 2015. Right. No lie, bro. Like niggas don't know how much I'm in this shit. So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, why I can't figure it out? And you know what it was? I kept trying to mix the song like a funk song. And Junior's song is an R&B song. And all I had to do, cuz, was pull a bass back.
Yeah, pull the bass back, yeah.
Because I had the bass. I'm West Coast crazy, so I'm driving the bass. I'm making it funky. That bass is hogging all the sonic space over the chords and everything, cuz. And all I had to do was pull the bass back. And so I'm in there, and one day I'm driving back up to, shout out to Skip Saylor. He always show me love. That's why I be mixing it on SSL. And we loaded up, and Les loaded up. I'm driving, I'm listening to it in the car. I'm like, damn, man, this motherfucker will not blossom. You know what I mean? Like a mixer make your song blossom, cuz. And I'm like, what's wrong? What am I doing wrong? Cut this motherfucker funky. And I'm like, I go back to the Junior song, right? So I skip past the Heavy D and go back to the Junior song, and I'm listening. And I look it up. I'm like, oh, it's not a funk song. This is an R&B song. And that told me I needed to balance the bass guitar and the chords. And all I did was take about 4 dBs out the bass and then 1 dB on the thing, and it blossomed up. And I was like, damn. And I called that nigga. He's like, I knew you'd figure it out. So shout out to Teddy, cuz.
Hearing colors, that's when you were hearing colors and seeing sounds, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way that shit be going.
Yeah.
Teddy definitely see music like that, though. That's crazy.
Bro, I thought Dre was that nigga till I went in there with that nigga, man. That nigga did a scratch on that Knock It Out record, cuz, with a fucking keyboard and a bend bar. The scratches, DJ scratches.
Man on that keyboard.
I'm like, cuz.
Man on that keyboard, B. You need to make a movie for Teddy Riley, B.
Yeah.
You need to put a Teddy Riley movie out. Yeah. He said Teddy used to be in the projects making beats, and the nigga opened the window up and let the people hear the beat, and that's how you knew if he had a hot beat or not. The way people outside reacted to the shit when he was in the projects.
Oh, when I tell you, I ain't never saw nothing like that nigga, man. That nigga so ill, cuz. That nigga so ill, man. That nigga so ill, dog.
Nigga been doing ill, son. Teddy wanted to go. Yo, bro, that motherfucker made his own genre of music, B. Like, who the fuck else did that shit, B?
Then influenced Babyface with it.
Yeah.
Babyface started making it, cause that's hard. And on South Street though,
I'm Terry Lewis and Jimmy J and Terry Lewis
made the whole thing off of it. Yeah.
Come on, bro. That motherfucker was there.
But what's funny is Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis style was already close to that. It's not like that because they shit more funkier. What's funny is I think I played you this song. Here, play this song, cuz on the stream.
Seriously.
This is Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis's first placement. And again, I always tell y'all this. This was like the West Coast answer to The Message. It's the same kind of song. This is their version of The Message. You know, at that time, they was just following everything. They didn't quite know how to make it theirs yet. And
you sent it?
And, I know I just sent it. And this was like the first independent rap label on the West Coast, Rappers Rap Disco Company. And this is Jimmy Jam Lewis. This is Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis's first placement ever in the business. But when you hear it, it's The Message. That's the crazy part.
Hold on.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. The song is about gangbanging, Trap. You know, these niggas had them long breaks before they get to rapping. Trying to get the party cracking. They got people on the floor, people coming out. Hey, they just coming in.
You better wake up to what's going down. Your eyes are closed, but your ears hear the sound that cries in the wind. The thought makes you cringe. He's dead and gone. You lost another friend who was young in age but old in sin. Gang banging, hanging, he was slanging the juice. The skunk was barking, his death was the proof. Another life ended all too soon with a tag on the door in the coroner's room. Bad times, these are for real. Bad times is what you and I feel.
Oh, Cletus Anderson is Absol's grandfather.
The world evolves, one inflation soars. The American dream is unseen for sure. And by English, where you work to protect the company laws, the boss must minimize the staggering cost. You get a day off, a layoff, and a letter to stay off, and now you don't work no more. That position at the plant you really did need. Head of the house, 5 kids to be. You tried everything, it is just not fair to have an able-bodied man apply for welfare. A city cries out, it's mass hysteria. 1 wounded, 4 dead in a California area. Innocent victims found home slain. Relatives and neighbors experience the pain. They hold back tears, just got to take a stand. Order padlocks and guns in a heavy demand. The fears won't rest until they're all behind bars for the rest of his life. The boy will carry the scar.
I was 3. I was fucking it up then. I was 3 or 4. I was still fucking it up.
A person's life so great a fate. Heaven knows it can't go on. Too many things are going wrong. Who was singing for myself? This world is turning hell. Bad times, these are for real. Bad times is what you and I feel.
You hear the message, inspiration in the song? You hear the message in the trap? Pause it. You hear the message? Do you hear like them taking on the West Coast version? Like, yeah, gangbanger got killed a long time ago. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact what they was doing right there.
And that's the other one I sent you is our version of Planet Rock.
Yes.
This is our Planet Rock in Southern California.
The Gypsy Lover. Yeah.
You know that song.
I know this song.
That's our Planet Rock. So they were all responding back.
Yeah. But that's what I be telling you as far as within the hold on.
Niggas was crazy. I can't imagine this shit come on in the party. You probably come right off of Planet Rock into this too. Hey, you pause it.
The white boys.
You said who?
The white boys that was from over there across seas. Kraftwerk, right?
Yeah, all that shit. Yeah, yeah.
That's all that shit come from right there.
Yeah, but they got that shit from I mean, they got that shit from Bam. Bam brought it to the streets.
Yeah,
that was our version of Planet Rock.
That's what I was telling you. Like back then, though, like I was saying the other day, the fact of Too Short was the one who really gave them like the identity of what the West Coast was gonna sound like. Other than that, though, it was sounding like what the fuck they were doing over here. That's why I think Short.
But you know what? I think I'd agree with you. I told you I think he's the father. He's the father of modern G-Funk. Like, I mean, he's not the father. That's Quick is probably the father of it. And then shout out to the G homie from Above the Law. Hutch coined the term G-Funk. But again, the inspiration of G-Funk, I know Quick Tonight is the first song. DJ Quick Tonight is the first G-Funk sound song. You know what I mean? With tempo and how they go about making it. And all they was listening to was Too Short album. Really, at that time, the biggest song in California was Don't Fight the Feeling. And that's all like, so Joey and Deuce dad, right? Player Ham was like already kind of popping when he took Quick on. And he moved Quick into his house. You know what I mean? Quick was a little kid. And they start teaching him about rap. That's who taught Quick about rap. Player Ham, Joey, Westside, and Deuce McDad taught Quick about rap. Quick was a singer.
Right.
If you really listen to Quick music, it's like R&B. He's a real singer that just can rap, but Ham and them taught him about rap and hip hop. And so all the shit, the players, because the penthouse clique wasn't on no gangster shit. They wasn't fucking with that gangster shit. So they was only listening to player rap. And at that time, that's 415 and Richie Rich. I mean, 415, excuse me, and Too Short. 415 is Richie Rich, his group, and Too Short. That was all the player shit. So that's what you know what, you're right. Short is very instrumental in what became the complete West Coast sound. I mean, Ice-T too, because Ice-T created the way we hear stories, and Short created the way we was gonna do the music.
What you mean, oh Lord? What you mean, oh Lord, LK?
What happened?
Nah, she said, oh Lord, we're talking about the Bay right now. She felt a certain way. But no, that's what I felt like though. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, once I would say that was it for the West Coast. Like the South probably would would you say Scarface it might be Scarface.
Yeah, because Ghetto Boys was pioneering the way they use blues. So like Quick, so like Short pioneered the way the West would use funk. I think the Ghetto Boys and Scarface as a producer. Remember, it's a producer's game. We always talk about that. The rappers get too much credit. Too Short and then pioneered. Too Short as a producer, because people don't know he's producing this shit early on. He pioneered the way I think the whole West Coast would use funk. While Ice-T is probably the architect of how we would do it lyrically, Too Short is the pioneer of the way we would do it with music. And I think New York always had different things. You know what I mean? You always had jazz, R&B, feel me? Jazz, R&B, fucking funk,
Back in the
funk,
days.
huh?
So we was heavy on jazz and funk too.
Yeah.
EPMD brought funk
And
into it.
R&B though, even R&B though. Houdini shit is R&B. Like it'll have some funky elements, but you know what I mean? Y'all was taking rock, but New York is such a condensed place of different backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? So it was all the music was there. But I agree with you. Short is the way, it's pretty much the way we use music. The way we use funk is short.
Mm-hmm. And that's the way we seen it over there. That was like the identity we, you know what I'm saying? That was our first piece of seeing the West Coast identity within hip hop though. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, all right, that's they shit right there. That's how they gonna sound right there. And then from that point, it just started snowballing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas started rapping. You know what I'm saying? It just started getting more and more. But he definitely gave the identity to it though. Yeah. I feel like
Short is one of the better people I know too. Like he's one of the better people I know.
Yeah, man.
Funny is you can't even find his early shit, bro. Like Short early shit was crazy.
Nigga try to tell me, yo, bro. Nigga called me up the other day. Goes, yo, you know what I was just thinking? Yo, you know, Short being that Short was selling his music out the trunk of his car. Would you say the West Coast was the first ones to do mixtapes? I said, no, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? Like, why you calling my phone with this shit for? I said, man, that man was putting out albums, B. He wasn't putting out no mixtapes, B.
Oh, he was putting out mixtapes. So Short's early story in 83 and 84, this gonna sound crazy. But I think New York already had mixtapes before that. But Short's early music, 83 and 84, he would be making raps for drug dealers and selling them niggas a tape for $50 to $100.
Over what beats?
Over whatever beats that was hot at the time. But I think they had already did that. My mom had some stuff, but that is true for sure that, you know what I mean, he was rapping over other people's shit and making songs for all the D-boys. He told me that personally. I got it on tape. But the nigga was saying that's how he started to realize he was going to be okay with rap. It's because the drug dealers would want him to mention them in their songs, in the freestyles.
I think I heard about that.
Dope freestyles for him.
I ain't know he was doing about other people, the beats that was already out though.
Yeah. You know, he couldn't have made no beats back then. He, you know, nigga didn't have none.
Yeah, nigga got a Casio or some shit like that. But yeah, I ain't know that.
But a lot of people in LA, especially Southern California, we give a lot of credit to the Bay for pioneering independent music, like record companies. You know what I mean? Because obviously our first guy is probably, well, there's a couple guys that we don't talk about. Eazy gets all the credit, but you know, all the stuff Lonzo was doing, they was independent too. They just wasn't in hip hop. And then, like I said, Cletus Anderson, Ab-Soul's grandfather, he owned VIP Records. I mean, which is, you heard of VIP, you seen Snoop stand on top of it.
Yeah.
That's Alvin, that's his family. So it's crazy.
Nah, it wasn't Donald Geese.
That's crazy.
Nigga, somebody who always want to talk about Cali and take it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure dirty.
You know who that was. You know exactly who that was. You know he called me up early in the morning too. That's your dirty man. Look at my phone with this shit, B. What the fuck is wrong with you, B? I said, bro, niggas been putting out mixtapes since fucking Harlem World, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas been putting out mixtapes. Like, you can't take that right there. I thought it was an album, though. I forgot that he was rapping on other people's beats, though, too.
Yeah. But again, like I said, man, you got to realize all this shit is way more interconnected. You know what I mean, whether we like to admit it or not. I mean, again, like, LL Cool J, you know, Bigger and Deffer is a bunch of West Coast niggas. You know what I'm saying? And Leo Cohen is a LA, you know what I mean, a LA nigga. So it's like, Russ was always looking. Russ wanted people to work.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I agree with you. Short is probably the way we sound. Short is probably responsible for the way we sound. I hear so much Snoop Dogg and Too Short. I hear so much Too Short of Snoop Dogg, it'd be scary sometimes. Even when you look at Doggy Style, the first cover, that's homage to a Too Short record.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's homage to the Too Short record. I think that's homage to what is it? Short Dogs in the House.
what is it? LK? LK probably know.
What happened? I think it's Short Dogs in the House is the animated cover. That's where Snoop. I mean, them niggas love Short, man. Niggas love Short, bro. Short
Yeah,
was like the
it's
first
good.
nigga cussing out. I'll never forget being in 5th grade, 6th grade, and Short had this song with Ice Cube, and he was like, "I like fat bitches, and I like them slim. I take a fat bitch and stick my dick right in her big fat ass." We used to walk home rapping that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's so short shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, I mean, and it's so funny because I get to talk and I, you know, I'll never take it for granted, bro. I get to talk to that dude and ask him a million questions. Sometimes we'll be on the phone for 4 hours. For 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? Just getting game. And I love that nigga, man. Nigga all right, man. Good dude.
I definitely got Short. As soon as I heard Short, I was not saying I was fucking with Short though from back in the days though. Even though it was, you know what I'm saying, it was because it was looked upon as being like, all right, this is some Cali shit. Yeah, he talking that shit, and it was some freak shit too though. So it was always on some shit like
these are the tales,
like,
freaky tales. Yeah. These are the tales that I tell. So
you wasn't supposed to be listening to the shit, but it was like, yeah,
freaky tales. These are the tales that I know so well. I met this bitch. Her name was Karen. That nigga was hard.
Blowjob Betty.
Blowjob Betty is yo. Funny part is, right? I remember hearing Blowjob Betty. My mom used to love that song, bro. My mom used to love Blowjob Betty. She used to play that song all the time. That nigga Short is just dope.
Nah, Short was crazy. Short was dope. Definitely X-rated, you know what I'm saying? Some shit, you know, like you young listen to, like, I know I ain't gonna listen to this shit, but I'm gonna listen to this shit though. Fuck it. My mom's
met this girl. Her name was Sue. I wanted to flip that song so bad, bro. I met this girl. Her name was Sue.
You pull that one off right there, boy. You might with that flow. Like I remember somebody told me one time, like it's very so often. It's not so often that a rapper got his own flow. You know what I'm saying? So somebody would go, yo, that's a Too Short flow right there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's not too many. I'm saying when you able to be looked upon like I got my own flow that nobody else got, nobody else can do. If they do it, niggas gonna recognize they doing this shit. The niggas are trying to imitate me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Short definitely got one of those flows like that.
Short is first generation. Niggas dropping albums. I think first album with the 85 Girls was like 90, 84. You know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga dope, man. Yo, all original flows come from when you just trying to find where you fit into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Keisha. I don't want nobody doing short flow neither. I don't like that. And I hate how people try to make it like it's so simple. And I'm like, I heard people do it and they sound horrible.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Blowjob Betty. That nigga said he fucked the bitch so good he killed her.
That's a fact. All right, man. I'll roll out in a minute. Yeah, I'll take care of it.
That's a real bass.
Too Short, baby. Getting real funky with the motherfucking dangerous crew, bitch. With that old school. Too Short, baby, I'm so hard. Pimping these hoes on the boulevard. But I'm not here to tell you about me. I got a little story about a nasty freak. She's the kind of girl you think about in bed. Blowjob Betty, give him real good head. Bust a left nut, right nut in her jaw. Sperm on her cheeks is all you saw. She could blow more head than a well closed water. Blowjob Betty, make your dick get harder. She's a one of a kind.
What year was this,
girl? A trip and a half around the world. Catch her getting busy, bitch wouldn't stop. She's the kind of girl that make your toes pop. Every time I used to see her, I would know what's up. Blowjob Betty better blow me up. I remember the day when I first met her. bitch kinda loose, so I knew I'd get her. Walked up to her, said my name is Short. Just what you've been looking for. Pimp is my game. I do it to
That nigga is incredible, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I rap. I take this shit serious. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You can't just do that. It's not going. It's not going to come across that way, huh?
So look, you haven't been in the room yet though since we've been doing this though. I'm gonna have you play some in his tier. All right. So what we've been doing was we've been taking artists and putting them in different tiers. You know what I'm saying? So we got 5 tiers of rappers, not MCs but rappers. So we got the hold on. I want to see where you're gonna place them at though. We got GOAT tier, we got Superstar and Legends, we got tier 3. That was tier 2, Superstar and Legends. Tier 3 was respectable and solid career. Tier 4, underrated or short-lived greatness. And tier 5, influential but limited success and impact.
All right, start with the first one. You want me to name it from the West, Southern California?
I want you to put Too Short. Where do you want to put Too Short at?
Oh, one. First tier. Yeah. They first tier. You can't put like you LL Cool J and Too Short are those guys that you have to put in the first tier.
Yeah. Like, that's a fact.
How you even last that long?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even imagine one to rap that goddamn long.
Yeah, right.
Them nigga Short and fucking LL Cool J both came out in 84, nigga. It is 2025. That's 40 years of rapping. That nigga really had an album called Can't Stop Rapping, and he never stopped rapping. 40 years, Trap.
Yeah. That's real shit.
Can't stop rapping.
Say about this.
Short is like a goat, a pioneer, and not just a beginning, but like hits for 40 years. Like,
there you go. Where's Too Short at?
That nigga say, I go on and on.
Can't
understand how I last so long. I must have superpower. Rap 225,000 now.
Philly win next.
Let's do the math. I made 1,000 songs that made you move your ass. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums with me on the front. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums with me on the front. And they bump. Where you get your beat? I heard 93 rappers say, bitch like me.
Like me.
It's crazy. They say the 3 comedians, and I'm still gonna yell it every time they see me in it. And then told you, what's my favorite word? And the whole club want to say it like Short. You know you can't play on my court, can't hang with the big dog, stay on the porch, blow the whistle. That nigga is incredible. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That nigga is so fucking dope.
Short dope.
And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums with me on the front. 300 months is 30 years, Trap.
What you said?
That's 25 years, man.
Nah, it's a fact.
And then he's still writing to put out an album now coming up. Like that
he put out another album?
Yeah, he gonna come out with another album. E40 was down there working on an album the other day.
Yeah, I know 40's still going. This shit got so many motherfucking rappers on this shit.
And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums with me on the front, and they bump. Where you get your beat?
See, that's when you say. See, that's the thing. That's when you say that. I think he gets away with. You know what I'm saying, with swag. You know what I'm saying? Like the swag on this shit is just. You know what I'm saying? The source on this shit just make him go, because I won't even say he ain't saying nothing though, but it just ain't the that's when you like to say like lyricism is subjective.
Very much. Because lyrics is more about you feeling what somebody's saying. It's a bravado about everything. You know what I mean? Like And Short is like as great as it get. You know what I mean? He's like Short raps as good as rap can happen. And yeah, if you start him in 2004, it looks different. You know what I mean? If you start him in 2014, it looks different. But to consider that nigga started in 1984 and wasn't going hurrah, you know what I'm saying? And then whatever he did lasted for 40 years. You know what I mean? Because he could have easily, was like hurrah.
He probably did that shit on one track or two.
He said he tried. He said it just didn't work for him. He said he just didn't have a voice for it.
Oh, he did. I love it.
He told me that. He said I was hurrah. You know what I mean?
That shit.
Hey, is that Mo D style? Mo D was hella dope, but Mo D
Mo D actually wasn't doing the hurrah shit though. I don't think Mo D was doing that shit. He was on me. How you like me now?
Yeah, that's hurrah.
Nah, hurrah. We done heard Melly Mouse with the Tony Type, B. Yo, it's a video. You don't do the hurrah watch.
This shit fire, cause Teddy Riley was hard back then. Fucking Teddy.
Then I'll watch you 3 seconds later.
Hurrah.
Shaking your head, dancing instead of sitting. The rhymes kick, the beats hitting you just like a home run, slamming like a slam dunk. Ride the wave.
You doing that element shit.
It happened to James like it happened to me. How you think it feel to see another MC get paid? Using my rap style, and I'm playing the background.
Doing that element shit, man. This is crazy.
You can't forget that. You took my style. I'm taking it back, coming back like Return of the Jedi. Something else that said I could only rock rhymes and only rock crowds, but never rock records. How you like me now?
And then peep this. They just stole this man's song.
Mm-hmm.
They stole this nigga's song.
Yeah.
And then sound like him.
Crazy. God damn, how to get to all these motherfuckers out there. Crazy. How you like it, man?
Hip hop is the gift that keeps giving.
Crazy.
How you like me now?
So that's the original right there.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. Hip hop do it, B. Recreate everything, B.
That nigga Teddy, man. Oof. That was a summer, cuz. I'm gonna get on, Trap. I'm on you.
All right, yeah, I'm out of here too, man. I gotta do the phone call. All right, bro. Yeah, we out. Yeah, I'm gonna probably open up ADHD in a minute though, y'all. We're gonna close this one down. Oh, I'm gotta listen. Let me stop it real quick.
How you like me now? How you like me now?